but as soon as I turned the wheel, that moved the tire into the fender and popped the tire instantly going into turn 1. So not much I can do about that. I'm pretty angry about it, but I don't know what to do about it. A lot of these guys in the truck series have a bad habit of, if they think they're clear, they just go ahead and try to take it and hope the other guy lifts. But, my nose was there, I was there, and as we all know, the top prevails down the front stretch at Darlington. You have the momentum. So just really disappointed in that. Really hate that for my team. Well, I think we had a really solid F-150 today. Even though we were starting where we were at, I think we would have had a really good race. So this puts us back in points and just bad showing. Not good.
Copy. Sorry about your night, Ben. Back to you guys in the booth.
Thanks, Austin. Well, Ben's obviously frustrated with everything that happened with that situation. As he entered the day second in the points. So we all know the new chase format puts you in a position to where you got to get those points every week, and DNFs are not good. Riggs right there in the 34 truck got into the wall right there in the middle of the corner. And these trucks are not like the O'Reilly cars and the Cup cars, and you guys are both looking into turn 1, because that's what usually happens next, is that right front tire goes down, and that's why Lane was moving to the bottom of the racetrack right there. He was just wanting to give himself room and fill that truck out to see if that tire was flat. These trucks are so fragile. They're not like the Cup and O'Reilly cars with the body parts.
He said he's coming this time. I think he said the right front is going down.
There's Ty Majeski and Lane Riggs get together in turn 1. Just a little bit of a squeeze.
It's just racing there. It's just tight.
Yeah, and that wasn't really like the Ben Rhodes and Akram situation. That was more of those deals where he tried to turn in and Majeski didn't make it, hadn't turned down the hill yet right there. And when you touch like that, a lot of times those things are like magnets. They just get stuck together in that section of turn 2 where you're trying to go back down the hill on the exit. Ricky.
Yeah, down here on my end of pit road, the 5 complaining a little tight off of turn 2, which obviously getting that clean air here on this restart is very important for him. But to your point, Kevin, Honeycutt, as soon as you talked about what his crew chief needed to tell him, that's exactly what Scott Zipadelli was telling him, to hang in there. Don't let these guys rattle you. They'll come back to you. We're good on the long run, so don't wear your tires out. So that was the message he had to him. And down here in the 45 pit, he's been fighting tight all day, so that right rear flare that y'all were talking about on his right rear quarter panel, probably not helping the tightness for Ross Chastain in that 45.
Thanks, Ricky.
You can see Ross there. He's trying to work the top, trying to do some different things. We also saw Caden Honeycutt, like Ricky was saying. He's hanging pretty strong now. He's 4th place, but he's less than a second behind the leaders. That shows me that, he probably does have a really good long-run truck, and if it lasts long enough, maybe he can pass some of those trucks in front of him.
It hung on for 20 laps, and we probably got close to about 20 laps of green flag racing on his tires, so they're going to have to make some adjustments to that as the race goes on.
Honeycutt's just got to be patient. You see that truck in front of you is not handling like he wants it to, and you gotta know that every lap that goes by, if your truck is handling good at Darlington and his is handling that bad, you're probably going to drive right by him, no problem, in a moment where he just misses the bottom or it's on the gas too soon.
Well, something I'm sure Bell doesn't like is see how he's packing air on it. Look at him getting loose, chasing him up the racetrack. Bell's already loose.
He's in big trouble.
When Honeycutt's able to pack air like that on the rear spoiler of that truck and loosen him up, that's what allowed him to make that pass, get up underneath him, and Bell's like, have at it, bud. I'm just going to try to get to the end of the stage here, and we're working on it. And here's another great example of how loose he is.
Yeah, the bad thing for Bell is he's still got 15 laps to go. That thing is, that truck is very, very free right now, and we saw it fire off good, which free race cars usually fire off good, and now they start to struggle. But let's get back to Lane Ridge. We thought he was going to pit, but he ended up staying out. Let's see what he had to say.
Really tight. Wait, get a hammer. We're going to hit the right front 2-3 times if we come down here. 3 big whacks.
Yeah, and I don't know how he set his wheel to start with, but you see that orange line on the steering wheel right there. It still looks pretty straight. Usually it's a little offset, one way or the other, usually. But it looks pretty straight right there. But I think a lot of it is probably that right front fender making it push.
Ross has gotten swiped a couple times, more than a couple, off the bumper.
All right, we are going to do a double box break. You won't miss a thing. We'll be right back here in Darlington.